during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Chocolate. You like chocolate? Well, you're among many. I'll tell you about chocolate consumption. It's a fave. People love chocolate. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Wait till you hear the numbers on chocolate. Turns out that chocolate is pretty good for you. My guest later on today will be Dr. Michael Murray. He's always talking about chocolate. I just wonder if it's he's rationalizing eating it. But he's always talking about chocolate. Yep. And we'll see. The numbers are pretty astounding. But apparently, it seems, as you'll learn, that Europeans, I don't know, they seem to be more innovative with their consumption of chocolate. Okay, we'll find out. Then for the women listening, and for men as well, because of the women in their life, there's a new blood test out that can predict future of breast cancer. Woo, tell you about that. That's exciting. Boy, it's just amazing how science and technology keeps growing, expanding, and every single day. That's what, and on this show, you find that out, that always something being developed. It's just, you can hardly keep up. But we try. And if you come across something that you think might be of importance, let us know. Call 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. Wherever, however, you may be listening or watching, Let's Talk Nutrition. And let's see, what else do I have on the menu for you? As I said, Dr. Michael Murray will be by. I'm going to tell you a story about a man who lost his eyesight and then had some procedure to regain it. It's a story with sort of a mixed ending. So we'll look at that as well. Again, 877-897-8255 is the number. And we invite you to call. The show's listener friendly. And, we're polite. And so is Stephen. Stephen will take your call. He's behind the glass. On the other side of the glass with me in this room is John. And John produces the streaming for the show. Stephen does the audio. I do both. So, okay. Turns out now, let me start with this story about, and I sent John, I just sent him a link. And when I report on these stories, if you watch the show, what you'll see is that he will post either the actual story or a news release of the story, or both. We try to do that so that you can actually see what I'm reporting on and about, And you can, in fact, then go find it. You'll be able to pick it up. You'll see the headline and whatnot. So this blood test that's been developed comes out of Faculty of Science, University of Copenhagen. It's a new blood test that can predict future breast cancer. According to the World Health Organization, you should visit their website from time to time. They do good work. Breast cancer is one of the most common cancers in women. This is in terms of both developed and undeveloped countries, or less developed countries. So scientists have for a long time and been trying to find some way to create better preventative methods and early treatment. So the method that is being used currently by a lot of women around the world is mammography, getting a mammogram. Well, they say that the method that they've come up with, this blood test, guess what? They say it's better. That's what the researchers are claiming. It's better. Now, what's interesting about mammography, it's useful when the disease has already occurred. Right? Let me quote them. The method is better than mammography, which can only be used when the disease has already occurred. Continuing with their comment, it's not perfect, but it is truly amazing that we can predict breast cancer years in the future, so said Dr. Ramesh Bro. So I guess when they say to him, "Hi, bro," they really mean it. That's his name. Hey, bro. Hey, Dr. Bro. He's a professor of chemometrics. Now, there's an interesting... I've never said chemometrics on this show in 10 years. Chemometrics. There you go. Department of Food Science at the University of Copenhagen. Dr. Bro stressed the method has been tested and validated for only a single population, which is a cohort. A cohort is people that share something in common for the study. And he said it needs to be validated more widely before it can be used practically. Okay. So nevertheless, though, the method could create they're claiming a paradigm shift in early diagnosis of breast cancer. You're going to hear more about this. Dr. Lars Dragsted, he's a professor of biomedicine in the Department of Nutrition, Exercise, and Sports, University of Copenhagen, said the potential is that we detect a disease like breast cancer much earlier today. This is important as it is easier to treat if you discover it early. In the long term, it will probably be possible to use similar methods to predict other diseases. So this method has been developed in cooperation, they said, with the Danish Cancer Society, and it was published in a journal called Metabolemics. Now, what's interesting about this particular test, and we're showing you the press release if you're watching the show, is that that food science apparently provided some direction or otherwise showed the way. The researchers' approach to developing the method was adopted, they said, from food science, where it is used for control of complex industrial processes. This is interesting. So they said, and I'm quoting, basically it involves handling and analyzing huge amounts of biological data in a holistic and explorative way. The researchers analyzed all compounds that blood sample contains instead of, as is often done in the health and medical science, examining what a single biomarker means in relation to specific disease. So we'll see how this rolls out, how it ultimately comes into the commercial market. Prevention in terms of breast cancer is what the American Cancer Society, the Danish Cancer Society, I suppose any other country's cancer society is always talking about, and doctors are always talking about. So I thought you'd like to know about this development. By the way, if you visit the Let's Talk Nutrition Facebook page, you will see most, if not all, at times, the articles and stories, studies I report on posted on my Facebook page at Let's Talk Nutrition Facebook page. If you go there, please like the page. We'll like you back. Sometimes we underestimate the power of food. We just sort of, and I keep saying, food is not just food. And there's a study coming out of Institute of Food Technologies talks about the nutrients to protect the aging brain. You can eat your way to a better memory.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Back in 2014, the American Association of Retired Persons, and that population is growing by leaps and bounds every day, did a little survey. One of the things they discovered in that survey was that, according to the people that participated, brain health was the second most important component in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. I've often said this. Sometimes people fear losing their cognitive ability more than they do death. Well, came across this website and this organization. I've known about them for a long time. The outfit is called Institute of Food Technologists. It's an interesting website. There's a lot of nice information there. Very good. Very well done. IFT. And as people age, we know this, and I report on it all the time on the show, and I've had guests come on and talk about it. People will experience a range of cognitive issues. Everything from, not being able to think quick on their feet, to losing the ability to remember things that happened more recently, having to take, for example, at one time being able to go to the grocery store and not take a list. Now you have to have a list, and there's lists all over the place. Memory, reasoning skills, critical thinking skills start to slip. Now, one assumption, and I would caution that you don't buy into this necessarily, is that because we age, we will automatically lose our cognitive ability. That is not necessarily true. There are people in their 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s that are writing novels, composing music, painting, architects working, doctors working, people who need a high level of cognitive ability. Now, does genetics play a role? It does, but diet and lifestyle play a huge role as to what your cognitive destiny will be. And people generally, many people will tell you when you look at these surveys, they would rather be, quite frankly, dead than have a brain that's dead. In other words, can't think, can't remember, suffer from dementia, and don't know who you are, where you are, what you're doing. So in the March issue of Food Technology, it's published by the Institute of Food Technologists. The contributing editor, Linda Milo Orr, wrote about 8 nutrients that can help people keep their brain functioning so that they can have quality of life. I want to review some of these. I'll review all 8 of them with you. And these are reasonable. These are foods that you can find. You don't have to go to the deep parts and jungle of the Amazon to find these foods. Or to travel to some other remote location on the planet where few humans go. No, we're not talking about those kinds of foods. One is cocoflavanols. Cocoflavanols, what you're going to notice about these different foods that I'm going to share with you here, that they typically help some other organ system of the body, maybe even more than one other. But cocoflavanols have been talked about, studied, lots of studies on how they contribute to cardiovascular health. Now, there's a line of research to show that there's a possible connection of consuming cocoflavanols and improving your memory. There's a part of your brain called the dentate gyrus. If you go and look at a schematic of a brain, you'll find it, which is associated with age-related memory. Well, apparently these cocoflavanols help that part of the brain and preserve it. So when you watch today, when Dr. Murray comes on, I'll ask him about chocolate. Now, you just watch what he says. And I haven't talked to him about this. He has no clue I'm going to do that. Omega-3 fatty acids. I've talked more about omega-3 fatty acids on this show than there are grains of sand at Clearwater Beach in Florida. Omega-3s, watch now, have for a long time been associated with cardiovascular health. Well, they're also associated with cognitive or brain health. There are human studies. There are animal studies. And one mice study that they did found that the omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acid supplementation helped people have better recognition memory, spatial and localizatory memory, as they call it. And they were able to recall facts and knowledge that otherwise perhaps would have a difficult time with, and just did generally better. So take your omega-3 fatty acids either from eating fish or taking supplements like Nordic Naturals, for example, or Natural Factors, or any of the other companies that sell omega-3 fatty acids. There's another compound, phosphatidylserine, and then there's one that accompanies it, phosphatidic acid. 2 pilot studies showed that the combination of both helped benefit memory, mood, and cognitive function in the elderly. It was a study done by Lonza back in 2014. So, chocolate, fish, phosphatidylserine, so far, better brain.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Up your air
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, human beings being what we are, right? People get up every day, they live their life, and they're caught up in all the exigencies of trying to get things done, making a living, taking care of a family, this and that, career. And in the give and take of all of that, in the ebb and flow of it all, what happens? People forget about their health. They're not feeling sick, If there's no fire, you don't call the fire department. No need to. Nobody breaking into your house, you don't have to call the police department. If you're not sick, you just keep doing what you're doing. And we all fall prey to that. As it turns out, your brain, your heart, and other organ systems of the body may not necessarily tell you at the moment, hey, there's a problem developing, because you're asymptomatic. And sometimes it takes decades. Sometimes it takes a lifetime. And then all of a sudden, boom goes the dynamite, and you find yourself in trouble. This often happens with our brain. And it doesn't seem to have the regenerative ability that we would like it to have. It's a very complicated, delicate system. And so during the course of a lifetime, what you eat, how you live, little by little, if it's done in a good way, contributes to protecting the neurons, the circuitry in the brain, the tens of hundreds of billions of neurons you have in your head. And so there are certain foods, even supplements, that can contribute to better cognitive health. So the Institute of Food Technologists published a little piece where they identified just 8 nutrients that can help with the brain. Cocoflavanols, I mentioned, omega-3 fatty acids. Then I mentioned phosphatidylserine. And you might be wondering, well, what? I don't go to the grocery store. I have not seen in the grocery section a phosphatidylserine plant. Well, how am I going to get that? Well, let me tell you. Initially, phosphatidylserine, where did they get it? They got it it was distilled from cow's brains. Well, that presented a problem. There's this issue called mad cow disease, which you don't want to get. So they had to find some alternative source. And it turns out soybeans provide phosphatidylserine. Now, it's not identical. It's not the same that's found in the cow brains, but it's good enough. And in this one article that I found entitled Foods That Contain Phosphatidylserine, giving the website attribution, livestrong.com, they said that the highest concentrations of phosphatidylserine occur in a cow's brains. 100 grams serving of cow brains contains 713 milligrams of phosphatidylserine. Now, there's some other foods. Organ meats will also have phosphatidylserine. Liver, kidneys have high levels of phosphatidylserine, and you don't run the risk of mad cow disease. Chicken hearts, for example, have 414 milligrams for every 100 grams of the organ that you eat. And pig kidneys, oh yeah, serve that up. One of my producers would eat them.
I was going to say, this is right up John's alley.
Thank you. There's that voice.
He's salivating over there.
Stephen was reading Stephen and I have been together for 10 years doing this show, and he was reading my mind. I was thinking the same thing, and then boom, there was the voice. I said, "Oh my God, I'm talking to myself." Thank you, Stephen. This is right up John's alley. Yeah, pig kidneys. He eats pig's feet, and whatever. Pig ears, eat pig ear sandwiches. Why not the kidneys? They're rich in phosphatidylserine. But if you want to avoid all of those kinds of things and you're a vegetarian, you can do soybeans, or you can go to your favorite health store and they have phosphatidylserine in a supplement. Now, you'll notice it's a bit pricey. Let's go to Odessa, Florida. Harmon?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Charlie, how are you?
Hey, Charlie, the plumber here, doctor. You know what? I know you practice what you preach because I met you in person. I tell you what, you look great, and
Charlie,
you look great for a 21-year-old. I don't know how old you are, but I tell you what, I'm jealous, man. I want to look like you, Doc.
I have shoes older than 21 years old. So, how you doing, Charlie?
Doing great. Hey, you know what? It's great that you practice what you preach, and, I try to, and I really believe you are what you eat. So I guess this morning I'm an Egg McMuffin.
You ate an Egg McMuffin?
Yeah, it might not be the worst thing for me. But
No, it's not. It's not the worst thing. You appeared on a show right before I came on the air, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I sure did. And when I saw you in there, I'm thinking, wow, man, this guy's buff.
Well, I appreciate that. Were you in the Marines?
Yes, sir. And once a Marine, always a Marine. God bless all of our veterans out there, and it's still another great day to be alive in America, Doctor.
Absolutely. Let me ask you: each and every day, do you think about what you're going to eat, and do you really focus on that, or do you sort of have to be reminded from time to time? What do you think?
Well, you know what? I'm getting into that habit now because I'm 56. My body just doesn't react like it used to. I'm more health conscious. I try to stay away from the fast food restaurants.
Good.
Through my daily activities, sometimes I just got to run in and get some fast food, but I try to keep it to a minimum. And I tell you what, my profession is plumbing, but my passion is cooking. So I try to really cook. When I cook, I try to be health conscious and try to eat, the stuff that's not going to kill me too fast anyway.
What some of those foods, Charlie, the problem with them is that they're so tasty, and you develop a habit of eating them, and people don't realize sometimes how much they do eat of those kinds of foods. The fast foods, a heavy, steady diet of fast foods, keeping the theme of fast, accelerates aging, accelerates your potential to get sick in the long run. Now, we've become a processed food consuming society for the most part. Most of what we're eating is pretty highly processed these days. That's unfortunate, but even at 56, it's never too late. I mean, that in this day and age, that's still young. So the body has an amazing ability to regenerate, to reclaim itself, and to put you in a better situation. You just have to give it the nutrients to do that and live a lifestyle that will assist it. No food, no supplement, no medication heals the body. The body heals itself. You just have to give it the opportunity. You look good, my man. You look pretty good yourself. You're as big as a condominium.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Are you looking for a product that will aid weight loss both safely and naturally? That will stimulate your metabolism and reduce the absorption of fat from food? Then look no further than Right Way Nutrition. As featured on national daytime health shows, Right Way Nutrition is a premium dietary and nutritional supplement provider who believes the best form of encouragement is results. Right Way Nutrition aims to provide customers with the most superior and effective products available. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol does just that. While green coffee bean extract may not be new to the scene, Right Way Nutrition offers a new and improved formula of green coffee bean extract infused with their trademark ingredient, Svetol, which is proven to be a vital ingredient for successful weight loss results. Right Way Nutrition provides you with a fast-acting, healthy, effective green coffee bean extract proven to naturally and safely aid weight loss. Your search for the perfect natural weight loss supplement is over. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol will help you reach all your weight loss goals.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural factors where great health begins. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. And my website's free as well. Go to letstalknutrition.com, find my articles there. The shows are on demand, video and audio. Audio is under show schedule, a link, and the video is right on the home page. And I'm Charlie's still holding for a second. I'm going to get back to him in 1 minute. I'm sharing with you a study that comes out of the Institute of Food Technologists. They were talking about foods that contribute to your brain and so that it can age better as you move through the lifespan. Cocoflavanols, which you find, of course, in chocolate, for example, omega-3 fatty acids. Phosphatidylserine, very good, typically in soybean products, but you can also get them in a supplement. Now, you'll notice that they are a bit pricey. It's hard for some reason. I guess there must be the manufacturing of that particular supplement is a little costly. Walnuts are also very good for brain health. There are a number of studies to show, several animal studies to show that walnuts make a nice contribution to brain health. Choline, of course, which has been around for a long time, helps with communication systems for cells with the brain and the rest of the body. And you'll find choline in eggs. Magnesium, the minerals, my goodness, they such big role in metabolism. But magnesium supplements often recommended for those who experience serious concussions. Magnesium-rich foods include avocados, I like. Soybeans, I do not eat. Bananas, I like. Dark chocolate, sign me up. Blueberries, good for the brain, have a lot of antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties. They boast a high concentration of a compound called anthocyanins, which is a flavonoid that enhances health-promoting quality of foods. So eat your blueberries. And if it's out of season, get the frozen ones. Another substance is acetylcholine. It's found in the cells and helps with the brain tissue, development of brain tissue, regulate memory and cognitive function, communication between and among the neurons, and so on. Very good. Now, if you can tell me what food, that would be interesting. Do you know what food or foods acetylcholine is found in? Think about that for a second. Charlie, I know you were holding. Thanks for holding. You called. You wanted to ask me about hormone replacement therapy?
Yes, sir. Now, the older I get, I notice that, my body just doesn't react like it did when I was in my 20s or 30s. Now, what do you think about the prescription testosterone and the over-the-counter testosterone enhancement type products?
Okay, good question. I have some people are not going to like what I have to say about this. A lot of middle-aged men are walking into health stores and buying testosterone-enhancing products. That's fine, well and good, but did you have a blood test? Do you know what your testosterone level is? Do you have any baseline? Did you talk with your doctor about this? And what happens is that they start taking these products, these middle-aged fellas, and next thing you know, their hair is falling out and their prostate's enlarging. Why? Because they boosted the testosterone level, but they didn't block two pathways that will convert testosterone either into DHT, dehydrotestosterone, which causes your hair to fall out and your prostate to get big as an NBA basketball, or to prevent the testosterone from being converted into estrogen. The enzymes responsible for converting testosterone to DHT is 5-alpha reductase 1 and 2. The enzyme responsible for converting testosterone to estrogen is aromatase. So you got to take certain compounds, herbs, and usually herbs, to block those two pathways. Now, you can, middle-aged man, a man your age, I would bet, we did a blood panel on you for your hormones, looked at estrogen, growth hormone, IGF factor, the whole constellation of them. We would find that you're probably low in testosterone, probably, most likely, and low in growth hormone. Now, if a man decides to take the medication route, so to speak, you need to do this with the doctor. These products are available underground. You can get them on the black market, and many men do that, again, with no doctor supervision, no blood test. They don't know what they're doing. If you're going to do it, you do it with a physician. And my recommendation, if you do hormone replacement therapy, you have a blood test every 3 months, every 4 months at most. You should have your blood constantly checking what the levels are so you can keep them in line. You don't want these things to be out of control, too high. Because when you start to get on the replacement therapy, the testosterone and the IGF factor, or your growth hormone levels, can get too high, and you don't want that. So you do this under a doctor's supervision. Secondly, if you decide to do hormone replacement therapy, you have to decide what the risks and the benefits are. You do have to do that kind of evaluation or analysis, given your age, given your health, given the levels of these certain hormones. What are the risks? What are the benefits? A young man in his 20s has no business, in my opinion, unless he has some disorder or disease, taking these kinds of compounds or pharmaceuticals. None whatsoever. They probably got more testosterone and more growth hormone than they have sense. A middle-aged man, on the other hand, might benefit from hormone replacement therapy, but again, I say and I stress, under a doctor's supervision with a blood test every 3 to 4 months. That, in my opinion, is the only way to do it. Signs and symptoms of low testosterone, low growth hormone, not enough energy, moody, can't sleep well, libido in the basement, no sex drive, not as strong, not as vibrant, it's just sort of dull. These are common signs and symptoms of growth of hormone issues being probably, most likely, too low. So that's my take on it. Every middle-aged man, should consider these kinds of things. You can do it a natural way. You can do it through food and supplements. It doesn't. I must be candid. They don't work as fast, and you'll notice they're probably not as apparent in their effect. So that's my take. That's probably more than you wanted to know, but that's my take on it, Charlie. We're almost out of time on this segment. Your question's a good question. If you have time some other day, call back and we'll explore this further. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it. We'll be back.
Hughes is scheduled for his first court appearance a few hours from now.
during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And for sure, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever, however you may be listening or watching. It's great to be with you. And my guest will be Dr. Michael Murray. And he always has a few things on his mind worth talking about for sure. And we'll get you in touch with his website, his newsletter. And you want to pay attention to what Dr. Murray has to talk about. He's dialed in too, just like I am every single day, reading, learning, writing, looking at the studies, looking at the research in the journals, in the periodicals, popular, scientific, or otherwise. That's what you have to do in order to keep up. And it's you could have a staff of 6 and can't keep up. But we do our best to try to keep you in touch. Now, in the spirit of having Dr. Murray on, and you'll find out why I'm going to report on this in a second, I want to tell you a little bit about chocolate. And you'll understand why I said in the spirit of having Dr. Murray on. The Institute of Food Technology, the IFT, good outfit. I found some current updates on chocolate. The U.S. chocolate market, ready? And we're probably going to show you the headline, is on track, if you're watching, to hit, this is how much people love it, $25 billion in 2019. But guess what? We lag behind Europe, though, in product innovation. Apparently, the Europeans have more of an imagination as to how to develop chocolate products. Chocolate confectionery sales grew 24% over a 5-year period from 2009 to 2014 to reach $21 billion in sales in the United States, the world's largest chocolate market. We love chocolate. Growth was strong. It's not only in the United States, but even in Asia. Growth was very strong in South Korea, they said, in this report. An increase of 19%, 18% in India, 16% in China, 12% in Vietnam. In South Korea, it was 19%, 18% in India, 16% in China, 12% in Vietnam. Chocolate, it seems that we're genetically coded. We love sugar, and we love it in the form of chocolate, no matter what culture you're from, it seems. I'm quoting a Mogilonsky, director of Insight Mental Food and Drink, said, quote, "The challenges facing the global market in 2014 have been related in part to supply, as the price of cocoa increased 9% in the first 10 months of the year, driven by a number of factors, including increased demand, climate change, and crop disease." If there's anything that will bring global climate change or global warming into line, is tell people that chocolate, your chocolate consumption is going to be reduced or wiped out. You watch how fast we clean it up. That's what will motivate people. That's the key. Of course, I'm being facetious, but you get my point. 32% of chocolate buyers purchase more chocolate around the holidays, and we know that, including Easter, to have on hand for personal consumption. Imagine that. More than 53% of U.S. consumers eat chocolate once a week or more. No wonder the sales are $25 billion. in 2019, they predict, and it's like 21 billion now. Dr. Murray, I know that all those statistics are sweetness to your ears because you're a big chocolate fan.
Yes, I love chocolate. I have a big mug of a little mix I make up of raw cacao and xylitol and extra cocoa polyphenols every day. It's part of my ritual. I'm not quite Montezuma. I mean, he I think Montezuma reportedly, that's all he pretty much ate was with chocolate. Here's a little statistic for you, Michael. You were talking about some amazing statistics. I calculated the number of cacao trees that have to be in the world in order to produce these 3 million tons of chocolate that we consume each year. And my calculation is that there are 6 billion cacao trees in cultivation. So I think there's more cacao trees than there are people.
So you're saying, now some people say cocoa, cacao. What is it?
Well, the tree is cacao, the plant is cacao, and usually when we're talking about cocoa, that's referring to cocoa powder, and there's a specific definition that entails. When we're talking about just the crude bean, it's the cacao bean, and so when you're eating raw cacao, it means it's not been processed. When we're talking about cocoa, like Dutch cocoa, that means it's been heat treated and treated with alkaline salts like potassium or sodium.
So it's best to get it in that raw form?
I think it's best, but it's a little bitter, but than what people are probably used to. But your taste buds. But that's the interesting thing about some of these compounds in plants. Your taste buds adapt, and you end up really liking that real true flavor. So I sweeten it up with xylitol.
Xylitol.
Yeah, or you can use stevia or long hungo or some of these other natural sweeteners, but so stay away from the sugar with it. It kind of defeats the whole whole purpose, but some of the effects. The world loves chocolate. Researchers love chocolate. This is a true gift from God to keep us healthy. Yes, so we can justify our little indulgence with moderation. We don't want to overdo it.
Sure.
But, it's a very healthful practice.
And I was reporting on how beneficial these compounds in chocolate are for cognitive function, the brain, the aging brain. Nice body of research to support that, right?
Absolutely. I've featured anytime a new study comes out with chocolate, I'm usually all over it because I love it so much. And I probably sound like I'm 300 pounds, but
no, you're not. No, you're not.
It's a great food.
Isn't it interesting? Because I know you pretty. I know you. I wouldn't say I know you 100%, but I know you pretty well, and I know the one habit that you have is every day to have your chocolate, your cocoa in your particular cup, right? Or cups. And you got everything, they're all lined up. And one day your cups got moved.
It's not my only daily habit, but it is something.
It's one of them.
It's one of them, yeah.
But isn't it interesting how we ritualize food? Isn't that interesting how that happens, huh?
We ritualize just about everything, and I'm kicking off a webinar, free webinar tonight. So I want to get people to my website, drmurray.com, and I'm going to be talking tonight on unlocking the genes to burn fat. And in order to make weight loss permanent, you have to make it effortless, and we can make it effortless if we get into some habits. And so I'll be talking about that tonight, but as it relates to tonight's topic, I'll be giving some really interesting factoids and practical guides to really turn on a person's fat-burning genes. It's really interesting, Michael. There's liver enzymes that really determine to a great extent our body fat composition and how efficiently we burn fat. So we can activate those enzymes through diet, through lifestyle, and through supplementation.
When we come back, we'll dial you into how you can get dialed into that Dr. Murray's webinar. We'll get you to his website. You can get a free copy of his newsletter. He's very diligent about getting his publication out, and it's on time. He always has insightful things to report on. Similar to what we do around here, a lot of trying to keep you up to date, in touch with the latest science and technology, but what's going on in cultures around the world. It's not just double-blind, placebo-controlled trials that inform us about how to live and eat better, but what people actually do in cultures. We can learn a lot from that as well. We'll be back.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. One serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less. Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, if you tuned into the LTN today, good for you. Good luck. You had some good luck because good guest. Dr. Michael Murray's here. Dr. Murray has a webinar that he'll be doing tonight. Maybe we can get you dialed into that. So, Dr. Murray, welcome back. How can people get to your webinar? Is it too late, or can they still?
No. They can go to my website. It's drmurray.com, and when they open up the page, they'll see a banner. It says free webinar, unlock your fat burning genes, keys to effortless weight loss. And this will be about an hour webinar with questions and answers, kind of like what we do here on Let's Talk Nutrition. But I'll be focusing on this topic of how we can activate these fat burning genes. And I think it's a lot of fun. We generally have a couple thousand people tune in, and it's very popular. People like it. There's a recording of it, so if people want to go back and watch it again, or if they happen to miss it, they can watch it again or watch it on a recorded manner. So if they just get to the website and sign up, that's the key. Then they'll get all the information and know when and where. But it'll be tonight.
We have it up on our. If you're watching on your smartphone, tablet, or computer, we have Dr. Murray's webpage up. And you'll see the banner, free webinar, unlock your fat-burning genes, keys to effortless weight loss with Dr. Murray. You click here to register now. So there's a nice picture of Dr. Murray holding up his book, Stress, Anxiety, and Insomnia.
And how about that newsletter article that came out today that I put out?
Yeah,
I
saw that.
It's just oh my gosh, it's just incredible. They did a study in Finland, and they looked at what they had done is they had done this study several years ago where they gave mothers before they had their children 4 weeks before their anticipated due date a probiotic supplement or a placebo. Then after the child was born, if the mother was breastfeeding, she continued with what she was taking and took either the placebo or the probiotic. And if she wasn't breastfeeding, they gave the child either the probiotic or the placebo. When they followed up these children at 13 years of age, they found that not a single child that received the probiotic supplement developed either attention deficit disorder with hyperactivity or autism. Specifically, they were looking at Asperger's syndrome as well. And it just really shows how important the gut, what the medical community now is calling human microbiome is to our health. In fact, just this week, just today, this morning, there's I get a news update, and there was a article from a psychiatry journal of all places that is titled "The Gut Microbiome and Diet in Psychiatry: Focus on Depression." And so in this article, these researchers are showing that, hey, the type of bacteria in our intestinal tract plays a huge role in how well our brain or functions or doesn't function. So we really got to start paying attention to this, which is great to see in conventional medical circles.
You know what I noticed, Dr. Murray, more and more, and I know you're seeing it too, Like in the world of fitness, they talk about cross-training, where you're doing different things and how things get integrated, different genres of exercise get integrated into cross-training. This seems like there's the same phenomenon is happening in the world of research generally, but in the world of health, medicine, wellness, where you have this sort of cross-research kind of phenomenon where psychiatry now, this is one good example, who would ever think you'd find something about probiotics in a psychiatric type of journal, in psychiatry. We see more and more of this. That's very encouraging. Things are becoming more integrated than compartmentalized and segregated. I think that's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but one of the beneficiaries of all that is the health consumer in the end.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no question that medicine is evolving, and that's what science is all about. Science is the attempt to try and understand our environment, and so as we try to understand our internal environment, it's becoming more and more clear to many medical folks that something that many people find self-evident, that our diet, our gut bacteria, the way that we think, all these things contribute to who we are, and these are things that we can powerfully influence through making healthful changes.
One of the things that sometimes the obvious escapes us, Dr. Murray, like in New York, when they replaced the towers, right? They built this magnificent structure. I don't know if you've seen it, have been there yet, or have seen. It's magnificent. I'm just using that as being, it's illustrative of the point I want to make. To construct that building, they needed so many different disciplines, so many different skills and skilled people to do it, to construct that building. I don't know why we don't take the same approach with the human body, which is even more complicated than those structures, and how some people think that one type of specialty could handle or deal with all of the complexities of human biology, physiology, and anatomy. And that, hence, being more integrated seems the better approach. And physicians such as yourself, who are a naturopathic physician, seem very open-minded to that idea. Maybe I have that wrong, but that's just my observation.
Yeah, no, it's very well stated. There's so many things to consider, and I know the listeners, that sometimes they probably hear all these different things about what they need to be doing, and they think, "Oh my gosh, wow!" and that's way too many things to be juggling. And I always get asked the question, "What's the single most important thing I need to be doing?"
We'll get the answer to that.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medici Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medici Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medici Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Afternoon.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever, however you may be listening or watching the show, whatever you may be doing. Dr. Murray stopped by today, and he's here. And Lenny in Philly wants to talk to him. Lenny, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Yeah, I'd like to ask Dr. Murray, is I know cocoa is very good for the brain. Is it also good for eye health?
Well, by improving blood flow, you're always going to see some indirect benefit, but it doesn't have the same protective effect on the retina and the macula like a lutein or astaxanthin or even zinc or bilberry. So it does have some benefit, but not to the level that we see with those other specific antioxidants for the retina and the macula. So that's the answer.
So let me ask, if I may, Lenny, why did you ask that question? Did you have an issue with your eyes?
No, I don't have no issue. I just wanted to know in general if that would.
Yeah.
I know it helps circulation to the brain. I figured maybe it would help circulation to the eyes, so maybe it would benefit.
Anything that helps circulation to my brain, if I have to stand on my head, sign me up.
Yeah, he's right on track there. And so, we see the same thing with fish oils. Fish oils have been shown to be helpful in preventing macular degeneration and improving eye health. And anything that's going to be good for your heart generally improves the health of the eye. But as far as specifically protecting that macula, we really need the lutein, the astaxanthin, these special keratins to get concentrated there and protect that really delicate structure.
Natural Factors does Natural Factors have eye-related supplement products?
Yeah, we do. In fact, we have one called Advanced Eye Factors. It's really kind of a super formula for eye health. It contains clinically meaningful levels of all these important factors that improve the health of the eye, improve the energetics of the macula, which means that it improves the macula, the cell's ability to produce energy. And if you help cells produce more energy, they function better and they protect themselves better. So Advanced Eye Factors is the formula that I recommend for anyone dealing with eye complaints like macular degeneration.
Lenny, we really appreciate you listening to the show in the Philadelphia area. How are we doing up there so far?
Well, I know I'm listening to it. I would imagine you have a fair number of listeners.
We do. That market for us is very good, and we're very grateful for all the listeners and viewers in the Philly area, Lansdale, and that whole area. So we appreciate you calling in.
It's a very good program. You get the top people on the show. It's very, very good.
Well, we appreciate that. We work hard at that, and Dr. Murray's among the best of the best. And
that's the truth. He's one of the best.
He is, no doubt.
He's one. Look, I thank you very much, and have a very nice day.
You do the same, Lenny. Now, if we can only convince your wife, Dr. Murray, that you're... She thinks you're fabulous, of course.
Yes. No, but you're right. A man has no honor in his own home. It's funny. I can tell her something over and over again, and then she'll hear Dr. Oz or say the exact same thing, or someone else will say the exact same thing, and she'll look at me and she'll, "Why didn't you tell me that?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? I've been telling you this for years."
I love it. That's
one thing I've been very consistent with her. She's in her mid-40s now. I'm saying that kind of quietly because she's in the other room. She probably wouldn't want me to tell people. So I've been telling her something very consistent ever since I first met her. Her number one health priority is improving the density of her bones. And I was telling her that in her 20s, and I said, it's going to be easier now than it will be when you're in your 40s. And now she's trying to play catch-up because she didn't do all the things that I was telling her to do. Take her supplements. Take these. You need these. Your bones need these. So if there are any listeners out there that are young, it's easier to build those bones when you're in your 20s and 30s than it is when you're in your 40s.
When we were headed into that last set of messages, you were saying that people ask you this number one question all the time. What is that question that people ask you all the time?
Well, what's the single most important thing for me to do?
And what do you tell them?
I tell them all you can do is everything. All you can do is all you can do. So, and all you can do is and what you need to be doing is everything you can to improve your health, and it's really vital. And there isn't any single one thing. It's like your car. What's the most important piece of your car? Well, I mean, it's silly. I mean, if you can't, your car's not going to function very well if the battery doesn't work. You can't even start it up. If you don't have any gas, it's not going to work. If it has a flat tire, if the alternator's out, or if it's not hooked up properly to the, I'm not a mechanic, but I do know that your body's the same way. If something starts failing, we find ourselves in ill health, and we have to give our body the support, the tools, in order for it to be healthy. And there's nothing that we can do that's just going to magically make that happen. We have to do everything that we can.
And when people pose that question to me, I'm in the same dilemma you are in, because it's systemic. It's a systems. It requires a systems response. But what I say to them, I say, given that, and I'll say what you just said in brief. I said, it's my point of view. It's my point of view, and it's the point of view on Let's Talk Nutrition, that nutrition is the first principle of health. Now, given that you need sleep, you need to manage stress, you need to have good relations, on all of that, I said, without nutrition, good nutrition, everything else pretty much comes to a screeching halt. I said, that's a point of view. You may disagree with it, but I said, that's my stance. All roads begin and end on the road to on the pathway of nutrition. That's how I answer it.
I love that. Yep, absolutely. Yep, for sure.
So, curcumin, I think it's one of the single most important compounds people need to put in their body throughout the lifespan, especially from midlife on, because of inflammation. Mm-hmm. You and I, we're not the only fans, but I know you're a huge fan of curcumin.
Yes, and specifically theracurmin, which is a revolutionary, groundbreaking form of curcumin that has been shown to have the greatest absorption and produce the best clinical results. This is really a game-changing form of curcumin. So anyone who's heard of the benefits of curcumin, they really need to listen now, because we're going to talk a little bit about this new form of curcumin, theracurmin.
When we come back, we'll do that. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. Pay a visit to Dr. Murray's website. Dr. Murray, spell doctor out, Murray, MURRAY.com, and sign up for his webinar, and sign up for his free newsletter. It's always informative. He's always dialed in. He's up to date, on time. You know, like I say, you got to be like the pizza man. You better deliver, otherwise you're out of business. It's a street way of saying it, but you get my point. That webinar is tonight, and we'll remind you of that again. We'll come back with the LTN Health question.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
We live in an age of fast information, high-speed communication, instant gratification, rapid transit, ready-mixed, pre-cooked, heat and serve, and living life on a moment's notice. But when it comes to staying healthy, you pause for a moment. Jarrow Formulas has been formulating high-quality nutritional products for over 30 years and has been a leader in the research and development of some of the most effective, affordable, and cutting-edge natural health solutions in the world. At Jarrow Formulas, they understand that distinction does not happen overnight and that a reputation for excellence is only earned through many years of persistence. Their staff of scientists and health professionals insist on doing things the old-fashioned way, with clinical studies and scientific research. They believe that the true test of a quality company is the purity, potency, and good value of its products and meeting the highest expectation of those who matter most, their customers. For more information about their superior formulas and to request free samples of their leading brands, please go to www.jarrow.com.
Hi, I'm Kate. When I asked my health food store to recommend a natural solution to improve my digestive health, they suggested their best-selling probiotic, Ultimate Flora Critical Care. It has 50 billion live probiotic cultures in every capsule. I was surprised to learn that a poor diet, aging, and even stress can deplete our bodies of billions of good bacteria. That's why I take one Ultimate Flora Critical Care probiotic a day to help maintain my digestive balance, support my immune health, and help keep me regular. And my mother takes Ultimate Flora Senior Formula. It's formulated to help adults 50 and older maintain good digestive health too. It's the Ultimate Flora difference that sold me. Each high-potency, once-daily formula includes strains that are scientifically studied for their specific health benefits. Plus, the delayed-release capsules protect the probiotics from harsh stomach acid. Ultimate Flora probiotics are available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN Health question of the day. You have the correct answer. You want a $25 supplement gift card. As I say, that's all good. That's a reward. We do this every day around here, around this time. Every month, do it. So stay tuned. Here, I was talking about the chocolate industry, if you want to call it that. And U.S. chocolate market is projected for 2019 to be, here's a hint, pretty robust. What are they projecting the market to be in terms of dollars in 2019? 5 million? Excuse me, 25 million or 25 billion? What's the chocolate market going to be like in 2019 in terms of dollars? 5 million, 25 million, or 25 billion? 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Toll free. Call. Win. Dr. Murray had a text about the cacao. Viewer wanted to know who sells that, what companies, Natural Factors, where does Dr. Murray get his?
Yeah, I get mine from a company called Good Superfoods. But if they get in their local health food store, there's organic cacao powder that you can buy in bulk, and I just mix it up this little concoction in the morning myself with I just.
Do you use water, milk? What do you use?
I use decaf coffee. I mix it in with
Really?
I have one of those Keurig coffee makers, and I don't tolerate caffeine. I can tolerate the caffeine that's in dark chocolate and the caffeine that's in green tea, but for some reason I don't do well with coffee, so I drink decaf coffee, and I mix that up really good with one of those little hand mixers with my chocolate or cacao and xylitol, and man, it's just part of my
So you add it
ritual.
to your coffee. How clever.
Yep.
Very good. Committing 2 nutritional sins at once. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go to Dover. Lori, welcome to the show. What's the chocolate market projected to be in dollars in 2019? 5 million, 25 million, or 25 billion?
25 billion.
That's a lot of chocolate. Man, congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. And
so much.
Do you like chocolate?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. So let me ask you, Dr. Murray, just one more question on chocolate. Eating a chocolate bar, like a Hershey's bar, how different is it from eating the cacao, the raw chocolate? How different is it?
Well, what we're really looking for are those polyphenols. That's really one of the key benefits of any chocolate product. So, the darker the better. And now most chocolate companies will put the percentage of chocolate in the on the label. It's 85% or 60%. White chocolate you want to stay away from because it doesn't have any of those pigments, any of those dark pigments, these polyphenols.
Sure.
So the darker the chocolate, the better. If you like 85%, that's the best. And
there you go.
Usually the higher the percentage you go, the not only is it higher in the polyphenols, but the lower the sugar content. Typically, the lower the percentage of the chocolate that's in there, the higher the sugar content.
Very good. Congratulations, Lori. Dr. Murray, Theracuramin, a lot of research being done with that product from Natural Factors, cancer research and whatnot. That's a phenomenal product, one of my all-time favorites.
Absolutely. I'm sure your listeners are familiar with curcumin, this yellow pigment from turmeric. It's been the subject of over 5,000 scientific investigations, but what these researchers have found is that even though it's fantastic in these cell culture studies and in animal studies, the human studies, they haven't been all that good, and the reason is that it's poorly absorbed, and so companies have been trying to improve the absorption of curcumin for a long time now, and Theracuramin represents the most advanced form. It produces, on a milligram per milligram basis, we're comparing apples to apples, the highest absorption of any curcumin on the marketplace. That's been well accepted now. It's a real breakthrough product, and all the researchers that have been studying curcumin are jumping on the Theracuramin bandwagon. Right now, as it stands today, there's more double-blind, placebo-controlled studies with Theracuramin than any other form, and there are over a dozen studies that are in process, including a study being done at UCLA in Alzheimer's patients. And if we look at Alzheimer's as kind of the model for what is good with curcumin and what's not so good, and we can understand why Theracuramin is such a major breakthrough. In the cell culture studies, they showed that curcumin would prevent the formation of a substance called beta amyloid. This is a compound that causes a lot of the damage to the brain in Alzheimer's disease. So they then did an animal study, and in the animal model for Alzheimer's, not only did curcumin prevent the formation of beta amyloid, but it would break down the amyloid plaque of Alzheimer's. So the researchers thought they found the cure for Alzheimer's, and that led to human studies, but the human studies didn't pan out. And the reason is because they couldn't achieve the same level of concentration with the curcumin products that they were using that were shown to be effective in the cell culture and in the animal studies. So now, with this new form of curcumin that's on the market, the researchers are going back and are using this Theracuramin in the hopes that it's going to produce the same sort of results that were shown in the test tube and in the animal studies.
Mm-hmm. And
as I said, there have already been 9 double-blind studies, including studies showing an ability to reduce inflammation and improve joint health and brain health and liver health and cardiovascular health. It's really a unique molecule because it's beneficial for so many different health conditions because it's addressing that underlying inflammation.
And, of course, you can get the TheraCuramin. It's a Natural Factors product sold in fine health stores throughout North America. It's, believe you me, if you want to manage just generally, I consider it an anti-aging, longevity, quality of life product, but it has very specific contributions to health. But I just think generally to manage inflammation, that's the way you have to do. That's the way you have to go, and it's one of the things you should take. It's a must. It's a necessary supplement to take. Dr. Murray, good luck on your webinar tonight. Visit Dr. Murray's website, drmurray.com. Sign up for his webinar. Sign up for his free newsletter, and I think they get a free copy of your book, Stress, Anxiety, and Insomnia. Right?
Correct.
There you go. It's all there. Go to drmurray.com. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Dr. Murray. Take TheraCuramin. Take Natural Factor products. Why? Because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll catch you tomorrow.